So, Max Scherzer got traded to the Rangers, and this is probably my first, well, not first, but somewhat first big trade with a big, huge star guy, even though I know he's been not great this season for the Mets, and he has been really inconsistent, and he will be with the Rangers for this and the next season since he exercised his opt-in, which is why the deal was kinda held up. I went to sleep with the deal being pretty much announced, and then it actually took some time to get finished. When I woke up, it was done, of course, because I live in Czech Republic, so I kinda miss these things, but it is now done. Max Scherzer is officially a Ranger. You have deGrom and Scherzer again, even though of course deGrom will not play, but it's just so Metsian, or however you wanna call it. It's crazy. And they get a prospect in return because they will pay a lot of salary for Max Scherzer, as he has like 43 million on his on the books for this and the next season, and so they could get something for him, as his contract is really underwater, as he is pretty much 40 years old. So they will pay a lot of the contract for it. I'm not sure if it's like 30 million or how it works, but they got Luis Angel Acuna for him, which is, I mean, I just love, how can you not be romantic about baseball? I should buy that Moneyball collar that Foolish Baseball had in his latest video. That was a great video. Shout out to him, he's the best. And I'm all over the place once again, but that's just me, man. It's great that you'll have this sibling rivalry, and it will be between two rivals, the Mets and the Braves. It's beautiful. Hopefully we can have Luis Angel Acuna be half the player Ronald Acuna Jr. is, and it's going to be great for the Mets. But of course we'll have to wait and see on that. And LOL Mets are in full order? I don't know. And we'll see if they trade Verlander, if they could trade Pete Alonso. There's been some rumors. Who else will they trade? We'll have to wait and see on that, because of course the market will be still until Tuesday kind of a little waiting around will be there, I would say. And it's kind of hilarious when you compare them to the Padres, where they were and are in pretty similar situations, especially considering their underperformance, even though the Padres, have the better run differential and are overall better. They will probably not be selling, even though it's like 2 games, 2 more wins, or 2 games ahead of the Mets, which is, one team's gonna be selling, one team's gonna be maybe even going for it. We'll have to wait and see if the Padres actually, make some moves to get better, or if they just stay put with this team. And, both teams will head probably complete opposite directions, which is just baseball, I suppose. As for Luis Angel Acuna, the Mets paying for, the Scherzer's contract netted them a top 100 prospect on Baseball America. I'm pretty sure he is pretty high there, and even on MLB Pipeline, and a top 5 Rangers prospect, which is, great. And he is having a really good minor league season. He is in AA, slashing 315 average. He has an OPS of 830, which is great. The arm is questionable from what I heard, and on MLB Pipeline he is pretty much overall good graded prospect, like an all-around player. Huge power bat, really aggressive at the plate, but from what I've heard and read on Twitter, I'm seeing comparisons to Ozzy Albies. I'm seeing the arm is not that great, so he'll probably be a power bat second baseman, which is the Ozzy Albies comparison. And I'm excited to see him at the big leagues, hopefully next year. He's projected for 2024 on MLB Pipeline, so hopefully that is actually true. And I'm excited to see him at the big leagues, as I said. Now, as for Justin Verlander, hey man, he has the same contract as Max Scherzer. He has a no-trade clause, so they literally have the same contract, and he could be gone next, which would make sense since they traded Scherzer, but at the same time, you never know. And we have seen teams like the Dodgers and the Astros be interested. I've read rumors about the Giants. There have been some other teams also, but of course, here is a quick Astros Photoshop for you. Okay, bad joke, I know. But the thing is, the Mets once again would probably be willing to pay a lot of that salary to get a good prospect. The deal would be, pretty similar, I would say, as the Scherzer deal. And would these other teams be willing to do that just as the Rangers did? The Luis Angel Acuna, second baseman, shortstop, they have Corey Seager and Marcus Semien locked up for those spots for the foreseeable future, so it makes sense there. But the Dodgers, would they trade those young pitchers? They have Bobby Miller, maybe. He's probably untouchable. But they have Sheehan and Stone, I'm pretty sure that is. They have even some other guys in the top 10. And they have a huge farm. Here's not a trade, but here's the guys that they could trade. I'm not saying they would trade both, but these are the two players that would make sense, and it would fit these baseball trade value stats, which of course it's not a perfect system, but hey, they have their track record, and I like this site a lot. Shout out to them. And as for that, I mean, it would make sense for the Dodgers if they want to win right now, and if the Astros paid for a lot of that salary, they could be even more attractive for Ohtani next year, which I'm pretty sure the Dodgers will be making a huge push at him. Go away, please. And you have a lot of these young pitchers. They have, Miller, Sheehan, and Stone, and this one other guy, I'm pretty sure. So that's 4 young pitchers already. You also have Dustin May, who's pretty much out for this year, I'm pretty sure. You'll have Walker Buehler coming back. You have Urias, you have Kershaw, you have Lance Lynn now. So you have a lot of pitchers. And of course, their farm overall is just insane. So maybe you could get rid of one of these young players for Verlander and to make the play for, winning right now. And the Dodgers, man. And then on, the Astros side, they don't have a lot of huge prospects, especially on the pitching side, and their best prospect would make sense for Verlander, and it would fit this baseball trade value algorithm, but I'm not sure if, the Astros would want to give up their best player in the farm, since their farm is already, really rough, you could say. And would the Mets want another outfield prospect? Hey, I guess you never have enough prospects, so... But I would want some pitching if I traded 2 pitchers also. So most of the other contenders, I'm not sure. Give me your ideas. Maybe some other teams you could see trading for him. I just don't see it, honestly. I would love to see Justin Verlander on my Giants, as he would fit the perfect need. We need a starting pitching, but I just don't see the Giants giving up prospects, especially, if it's, the Mets paying the contract. I could see the Giants taking on the contract, but I'm pretty sure the Mets would want something actually in return, and not just, for a team to take on the contract. Maybe if there are no offers, then that could happen. Maybe if not any other team is willing to give them some prospect when they are paying for his salary, he could be traded as a dump. But I don't know, man. Would they do it? You never know with Steve Cohen, man. And he has the money to spend, so we'll have to wait and see on that. And yeah, that's about it. Funny how the Mets season turned out. And please, Farhan Zaidi, make something happen by the deadline. Giants to win the World Series, baby.